So
let's bring up our next guest. This guy's been a friend of mine, I think, for about 10 years. I absolutely love him, Mr. Gilby Clarke. Let's hear it for him. Gilby Clarke. Played in a little band called Guns N' Roses, right? How are you, bud? God, so good to see you. How you doing?
I'm great.
Everybody say hi to Gilby, huh?
I'm not one of the sober rockers. Not.
Oh, yeah.
nice.
You know what
Gilby, last time I saw you I was at the Guns N' Roses Rock and Roll Hall
that's
fame
right,
induction
that's
in
right,
Cleveland
yeah.
when you went up and jammed. That was pretty cool that night.
That was actually a really fun night. It could have been a really bad night, but we decided like the day before to all show up and go, and we had a great time. We did the rehearsal at like 1 o'clock in the 1 o'clock in the morning, and then did the show. It was great.
Yeah, I remember because Duff was doing like a spoken word thing.
Yeah,
you guys were hanging afterwards and rehearsed, yeah. And Miles went up and sang, and it was great. That night,
Like I said, we really put it together like the day before, which is true. Guns N' Roses.
The happiest guy, if you ever watched the footage, is Steven Adler was just so happy to be up there and play. And
wearing that metal show shirt.
I know, that was fucking awesome, yeah.
Definitely plugging it.
How old are you, Gilby?
I'm 52.
Look how good this guy looks.
Shit.
Right?
Wow.
I'm fucking 48 and I look like a garbage can. Well, I just rolled up here like a tumbleweed, like, hey, man, I remember you at the Rainbow, man. Trans Am.
I did that in my 30s.
Did you do a lot of coke back in the day?
I did it all. I did it all. Yeah. I mean, I curbed it after a while, but yeah. I mean, you had to. I mean, that was where all the fun was.
Right.
A lot of people don't know Gilby was in a serious motorcycle crash. So not only was he in a crash, but he looks great. He was hit by a guy that ran, like on his Harley. And he's still riding now, right?
Yeah, Sturgis every year, right?
Sturgis every year,
we do
right?
It. Yep. Doing it again this year. You coming?
Is your band playing?
Yeah, we're playing 2 nights again. Yeah.
This is great. Last year I had Gilby on right before he was leaving. So he goes, yeah, man, I'm doing Sturgis, and they said it was going to be a couple shows. Turned out it was like 14.
5, but
over 2 weeks, though. They wanted him to stay, right?
I had never been there for more than like 2 or 3 days, but yeah, we were there for a good week plus. Yeah.
Wow.
But it was fun.
That's too long if you've been to Sturgis. After a while, you can only hear so much.
I mean, I like Leonard Skinner like the next guy, but, come on. That's overkill.
Here's an interesting thing I found when you leave Sturgis. If you've never been to South Dakota, you get there, and some years there's 200,000-300,000 motorcycles, not fucking 10. So when you get home, this happened to me. You're laying in bed like, fuck, I'm home. And then you go, are some people here on bikes? And you look out your window and it's cars. Everything, your brain gets tuned to the motorcycle sound.
Everything sounds like a motorcycle.
It's fucking crazy. You'll go like, what the fuck?
It's crazy in a good way, though.
It is. It is. But everything,
like
the UPS trucks, is like, Gilby here? What have you been up to, man?
What have I been up to? Just playing when we can. I got a tour this summer. We're going to my solo band. We're going to do Europe for about 2 or 3 weeks. Then I'm going on tour with Quiet Riot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you opening or are you playing?
Of
with
course,
Quiet?
I'm opening.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I mean,
my solo band. So yeah, we're opening.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen that Duff's been doing some gigs with Axl?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
They
I talked to
last-
Duff before. He went and did the trip.
Right. Yeah, and they played last night at the Golden Guy.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I wasn't there last night.
What was that conversation like? He called you up and said, I'm playing with him?
Well, no, I mean, he told me, he called Slash and Matt first to tell him what was going on. And then he called me to tell me what was happening, and I just wanted to see, where his head was at.
Right.
Because I mean, it's been a few years.
Yeah.
It's a different band. They have a new record out, or new old record out, but it's different songs. It's a whole different vibe. 3 guitar players, 2 keyboard players. So I just wanted to see where he was at with it.
It was pretty interesting to see because he's playing there's Chinese Democracy, and they're playing better, and it's got like loops going and stuff, and it's just kind of like you got a corner of this old school. I took a picture of just the 2 guys, and then you've got this the rest of the guys, and it's just kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, look, we all know. Look, it's good music. It's great music.
Fuck yeah.
It's good stuff. It's just different from our memory of what Guns N' Roses is.
Correct.
But like I said, as far as music, it's good.
Yeah, could be the greatest debut record of all time.
Yeah,
What do you
I think so. Yeah.
I mean,
that or the Knack.
Better than me, yeah. But that was
do
a
you
big
have
record,
any?
too.
Have you had any contact with Axl over the years at
No,
all?
you know, the last time I saw him was, probably in the mid '90s, and it had been like about 5 or 6 years since I last spoke with him. And then he came out. We used to do a Thursday night at the Cat Club. We used to do like a residency, a band called the Starfuckers, and we played every Thursday night for like 10 years. And he showed up one night and just sitting at the bar, you know, having a drink. And so we asked him to come up and jam, and he sat in on a couple songs, and we started talking. And as we're talking, I noticed, I go, we're having the same conversation we had 6 years ago.
Wow.
Right.
And,
One
you
of
know,
those, it's like one of
it was
those, yeah.
like it started coming back to me. I go, oh my God, that's what we were talking about there. I go, and it just came back to me all at once. But yeah, that was the last time I spoke with him.
He's, he's going on stage like at 9 o'clock and 9:15. Like,
Come on, I don't believe it.
No, yeah, seriously, for the
Really?
last like year, he's been going on. Yeah,
Oh, well, good for
they even
him,
put
good
it
for
in the
him.
ads too, like Guns N' Roses start time 9 p.m.
Yeah,
Like,
it used to be around.
yeah, so-
Somebody said something great last night, though. They said that's because he's getting older and he goes to bed around midnight. It used to be, I get up around 7, get out of bed around 9. Right, get on the bus around 11. Going to bed, I'm not doing fine.
No.
What else going on, man?
That's it. Just playing and riding the bike,
Yeah,
stuff
you
like
work-
that.
you
Hey, I
mix-
got the wife out tonight.
Yeah, the wife. Yeah, there she is right there.
Yeah.
She's still got a jean line.
Yeah, oh yeah, Frankie B.
Frankie B
Yeah.
jeans. Any ladies want some great jeans? How great is that? You got a lady that has a successful business.
It's great.
Cool.
It's a great thing. And now all the girls are all friends.
They're all friends. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Now let me
Ask us how long we've been married.
How long you been married?
How long we've been married? A long time.
Well, I saw your daughter, and she was an adult.
Yeah, she's in college.
We were at
now.
like a party, and you're like, "This is my daughter." I was like, "Oh, I mean, usually rocker."
I had to tell you it was
Yeah.
my daughter.
I
Just
was like,
in
"Hey,
case.
who's your wife's friend?" She like rock.
But you know, Dean, you know how I've been married for a long time?
Yeah.
Because I'm not in Bobby's book.
Oh yeah.
Right?
yeah, because if you weren't, you probably would have been in there.
What a bummer that would be, right? Your wife's just reading it. Have you read Bob? What the fuck? Chapter 4.
It's not like we get
Gilby.
warning calls.
Now a lot of people don't know, but Gilby actually makes motorcycle parts and stuff for his bike, like pipes and all kinds of stuff. Works on people's bikes. That's cool, man.
Yeah, well, remember back, a few years ago on all Discovery, they had a bunch of motorcycle shows, people building stuff, and most of them were fools.
Yeah.
There's a couple good. Jesse was good. You
Yep.
know. And I looked at him. I go, I'm brighter than that guy, and I know motorcycles pretty well. So I started making them, and did a couple bikes, got in a couple magazines, and it's now in L.A. it's a great scene. I mean, I see you out there. You know, there's great choppers out there. They're made by these young. They're all like 20 years old.
It's
making
amazing.
Bikes that you think it's 1969. And we have like a lot of shows where we do like weekend campouts where we take these choppers, we ride them, camp out for 2 or 3 nights, and have a great party like it used to be.
And Gilby does this thing called the El Diablo Run.
El Diablo Run, yeah.
And you gotta listen now. There's no fucking shocks on these bikes, so you're just getting your balls smashed down to Tijuana. Just oh, this is great.
It is great. Come on.
Yeah, it is great.
That man stuff you're talking about.
It is man
know?
stuff.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love the biker culture of Southern California. I grew up on it, and it really is thriving now. You see, I mean, these great bikes, these great guys riding.
Yeah,
and
young
stuff.
kids, they have art shows, they have bike shows. Like really, once or twice a month, there's some good kind of show to go hang out and ride your bike to.
You were saying before about Chuck Billy from Testament. His son wanted to ride, and Chuck's like, "Fuck you, I'm not buying you a bike."
Yeah. I grew up with Chuck Billy, and we figured out last night we've known each other 35 years, and about 25 of those we rode motorcycles. I still ride. And we used to go on this run all the way up north to the Redwoods called the Redwood Run.
Redwood Run, yeah.
That's
I
right.
know it well.
So I said, Chuck, you going on the Redwood Run this year? And he goes, nah, man, I sold the bike and I retired. He goes, I rode 30 years without going down. I figured, why press my luck?
That's one of us.
So then he tried to get his son to ride for years, and his son was like, fuck that. But then Sons of Anarchy came out, and his son was like, I want to ride. Will you loan me money? And Chuck said, nope. You're on your own on that one. I'm not buying you something that might kill you. And so he was like, "Fuck you," and went and bought it, and now they're back good, you know. But it was like he was mad, like, "You rode all your life."
Yeah. Well, that's a hard one, man. That's
right?
Tough. Well, also riding in L.A. This is, I mean, you're a New York boy, but this is brutal riding a motorcycle in this town. Everybody's on their phone, and I can't tell you how many cars I kick and throw my lock at them, and it's brutal out there.
Yeah.
Right, just not paying attention.
And
the
weed
traffic.
smokers. I always say you're splitting lanes, and it's like texter, weed smoke. After a while, there's so much. I don't smoke weed, so it gets in my helmet. I'm like, man, I'm fucked up. I'm just riding downtown. I'm already stoned, and I'm like, this sucks. Right?
It's brutal out there, but that sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, right. Gilby Clarke, let's hear it for him, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you,
man.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Did you have fun, man?
Awesome, man.
Hold on, stay up. We're gonna bring up.